Right, guys, this is the signal I dropped, and this was the setup. But then I dropped it a little bit late. But now, the reason I'm posting it here, because you people asked me, you don't know how to enter the trade, and I'm going to show you how I came up with that and how you would have entered the trade. So let me open my MetaTrader, and this is the market. Okay, so here, wow, that signal worked, man. So guys, this is what I basically considered before entering the market. So first I looked at this trend line here. It was the trend line was actually confirming the higher low. That confirms the downtrend, of course. And then if I remove that and then I go to, this is where the market is, where the market was. Actually, it is currently right here, as you can see. It is still a short trend. So secondly, this is what I use. I basically use the what? I basically use the moving average, and I use EMA, which is of course defined as the exponential moving average, and I always use the exponential moving average 50, and I also use the exponential moving average 20. Okay, once you see that the exponential moving average 50 is above exponential moving average 20, then that one there tells you that the market is most likely to go down, but doesn't necessarily mean that the next movement is going to be a downward movement. Be very careful with the moving averages, because the moving average basically shows you the previous market trend and what is most likely to happen. So don't follow the system of people saying it is the moving average to tell you where the market is going. No, it gives you the possible next trend. Okay, so I follow this and I realize since my since my trend line was actually showing me this trend, and also the moving average is showing me the same trend, so I now focused on the downtrend. And then also one more thing that we needed to consider is actually there's this conflict between the buyers and seller, and that of course calls for what we call the consolidation. So the consolidation was right here. If I'm to draw it, it was right here. Okay, so there was that confusion of the market that creates a stronger support. Let me just use this. This creates I think the easiest I should use is this one here. This creates a stronger resistance right above this area, and also the stronger support, which is right down there. So I was waiting for the market to basically cross over here. I was waiting for the market to cross this area to confirm the what? The downtrend. So the downtrend was actually supposed to start right from here and to go down, which has already happened. And I was also waiting maybe for the buy. I was also waiting for this movement here above the resistance. So I would wait for the market to go up around here. That's why in my settings you always see that there is always sell and buy at the same time, but always consider the priority. Like for example, now the major entry was a sell and it has already happened. Okay, so that was that movement. And how do we consider the take profit? We look at the resistance and support, of course, and I saw this right here. If I'm to use this again, right somewhere here, that's where I would set my take profit if I was to buy. But then also down here, if I look at this gap, I also consider the lower gap right here if I'm supposed to add it right here. If I pick it again, so it's supposed to be again around here. But that is the normal market trade. That's for the normal market traders. As for me, I don't want to wait for a lot of profits, as people say crypto forex can make it. I just want to get a small percentage, so I bring it somewhere around here. Actually, I took my profits around somewhere there, so it doesn't matter whether you guys make a lot of money. Me, I have already exited the market. Okay, so that was how to set up. So I've given you a simple bit of the analysis of the market. You can basically use the higher high, which I've of course used. Let me first take you back to the higher high and the lower lows. Okay, so right here, if we use this trend line, it was actually inverted and it was facing down. I can still use the arrow. That's when you will understand best. Okay, so let me remove this and then I show you this exactly what you want to see. So if I use this arrow instead of using that trend line, you saw this arrow was following down. So if that arrow was going down, so however much the market is confusing, but consider the sell trade. Okay, so because as you can see right from here, if I scroll this, you can see clearly that this was a high. Let me try to use this here at at this position. This was a high. When it comes here, we call that a higher low, and we also saw another higher low down here and also another higher low. Okay, and then that confirms a downtrend. Okay, and then also that also calls for the moving average, of course, and I already explained that. Now we have explained everything. Now let's set up our trade. How were you supposed to set a trade? Now this is what you're going to do. Like let me first remove all this because I believe you don't have this. I am assuming your account is exactly like this. Okay, your account is exactly like this. Now you have received a signal. If this is a sell signal, let's say based on this trend, and I still see that this is still a sell trade. Okay, so here as if the market is creating a kind of a resistance, but you are supposed to wait for this candle. If this candle closes, if it closes above here, then that does not confirm a sell. But if it closes, I think I need to expand this one you'll be able to see. It calls for a buy, but if it closes below this, it is still a sell. But based on what I see, because I'm just showing you how to place a trade, and me, I already saw that it is still a sell trade, so I'm going to show you how to place a sell. Maybe you, the signal said that you enter at, let's say, 40.17. It's here in case you're not seeing it. Like you're supposed to enter the market at 40.17. Come up here, okay, click on that, and then automatically it will bring this, and it will bring sell limit. There's always a market execution, and then there is what we call buy limit. That means you're going to buy below the current price. If you set sell limit, you are supposed to sell above the current market price. This is the current market price, okay, right here. But there, we have been told to sell at this price. So definitely, so note this: whenever the entry is below the market price, use sell stop. Sell stop. Whenever the entry price is above the market price, so long as it is a buy signal, you use buy stop. Okay, and currently we are supposed to use the sell stop, which is right here. Okay, the sell stop is right here, and we have been told to buy from here. So just drag this to somewhere to the current market price you've been told. Okay, The next thing is to note the lot size. Okay, the lot size really matters. Okay, if you have let's say $100 and below, I consider you use 0.01 or maximum 0.02. If you have a southern, you might use 5, others even go up to 1, but that is too risky. But I consider at least 0.5. And here, if you can't use that, you can just do the judging yourself. So in case you clicked here, let's say we are using that, and I'm going to use the sell stop, which is below this, and I drag this right here and I set this here, and then I need to know which risk is involved here. If I set this, if I bring it to this take profit here, I think it is giving me to go with that, to make it's going to give me $25, which is okay. And a stop loss, if I have $1,000, I don't want to risk more than 100, so I'm going to risk about 50 maybe. Let me see first of all how this market is going. Since the market is volatile, anything can happen, and this market can go up somewhere here. So it is forcing me to risk $91. That is about 10%. But you are always advised not to risk more than that. So what I'm going to do, I am actually going to reduce the lot size. Okay, I want to reduce the lot size and then check what risk it is. So exactly here, so this lot size is only going to give me $11. Okay, based on this, I am not following the normal take profit. If I use the normal take profit, let me first remove this. If I use the normal take profit, which is somewhere here, it can make me $30. But let me reduce it to 20. I want to make at least 20, and my take profit is there. All you're supposed to do, come here and place a sell stop. Once I place a sell stop like that, that does not mean that I have started a trade. My trade is pending, and it is here. It is placed, but it's not running. It is waiting for the right entry time. So that's how you place a trade. Okay.